Many school professionals are finding that students continue to show anxiety about unfamiliar situations, even though they are going to talk therapy and talking about their feelings and trying to process things. This is because those activities that they're doing in therapy are not supporting their executive functioning skills. And I wanted to share why. So, what I wanted to share right now is a clip from my free training where I talk about how to be neurodiversity affirming and evidence-based by supporting executive functioning. Specifically, I share the relationship between anxiety and executive dysfunction and why many of those solutions that we commonly go to when we're helping kids work through anxiety do not adequately address the issue. Here's the clip. So many times when a child is experiencing anxiety, they are referred for therapy. Now, as I said, if there are things that they need to talk through with that therapist, then there could be some situations where that could be beneficial. But if a child is experiencing anxiety due to executive dysfunction and they're sitting in therapy talking about their feelings, that's not going to teach them to engage in the internal self-talk that they need to plan. It's not going to build their ability to future pace and think ahead. It's not going to build their episodic memory, nor is it going to support their time perception or help them encode those things they're visualizing into language. So if they're experiencing anxiety because they're getting stuck on multi-step tasks, or they're feeling really nervous about certain situations because they can't plan ahead or visualize, they're not going to be able to articulate that in therapy. They might not even have the language to explain how they're feeling and all those different emotions and sensations that they're feeling as they're getting dysregulated. So when they're asked things like, how does that make you feel? We're asking them to explain things that many adults don't even fully understand, because what we're doing is asking a child with a brain that is still developing to explain really complex mental processes, and asking a child with a developing brain to explain behavioral and emotional responses that most adults don't fully understand is a tall order. Because let's say that you've gone to therapy and you've processed some past experiences, but you don't have any tools to support your ability to sense time or engage in strategic planning or visualization. And so you leave the therapy room and maybe you've talked about your feelings, maybe you're feeling a little bit better, but then you still have to go out into the world and navigate all those unfamiliar situations, and you don't have the tools and support to do so. To see the full training where you can learn how to be evidence-based and neurodiversity affirming by supporting your students' executive functioning, go to drkarendudek-brannan.com/EF leadership.